double duelist for Heretics, Jet and Yoru. Here we go. Ooh, big entry. Wait, it's gonna be a good match, chat. Based off of this pistol I'm seeing, it's gonna be a good match. Please cast. As we get brought into the 3v3, Heretics weighing their options with the Cypher Lurk up middle. Benji trying to scout it out and see what he can find, but his teammates are making the sprint towards B main, and it is going to be a B hit where Genji are playing retake, so we should be getting into a 3v3 post plan here. Rian's on low HP, but Benji in this market position could be the thorn in their side as Genji decides to actually push through middle with Benji landing the shot on Foxy9. And now the double flank coming in from Genji. Will Benji be aware of it? As he taps the cam, he's got the info. And the Omen smoke settles with the triple holds from Heretics. Genji feeling the pressure as Ash is left in the 1v3. Goes for the wall bang onto Benji. And he's made it a 1v2. It is winnable. 70 HP with the dart scan from Rians. He's starting to get peppered down, but time is ticking. Can he make it work? Rians goes for the swing and closes it out. Heretics take the pistol. That's all I got. I'm done.
Fallback from Heretics.
Thank you guys for saving me.
Roster at times that they have this very direct, aggressive style with this double duelist, but it's having that sort of temperance to fall back when pushing forward could be your ultimate demise, and especially, I'm sure, the information that was fed over from Benji of how much space he was able to garner. It makes a difference.
It's going to be a brawl right now, it feels like. Close the predictions? Oh, shit. All right, I'm closing the predictions. Everyone go all in right now. Last chance, 30 seconds, closing.
Genji have proven time and time again that they have that additional resilience, the in-game leader of Munchkin with that extra experience alongside it. And Boo, someone that's been questioned quite a lot recently. I imagine this run has
10 seconds, I'm closing.
A lot of those people. Well, right now, at least, a wide net here.
Close.
Thrown out.
All right, I'm closing at 1 minute on the clock. 10 seconds.
They want to try and catch the push.
5, 4.
Yeah,
I closed
using
it.
this pressure towards mid with the double duelists.
I fucked someone for sure.
To push on forward, but on that A side, they've eventually gone back. Genji not even going that quickly around towards this B side. It looks like Heretics have a few seconds left.
Everyone complaining already got an ult. Texture?
In comes Texture. He's caught them on the rotate. It's a solid opening, but remember the rest of the squad only have classics. Foxy9 already doing a bit of damage, a lot of damage in fact.
2v3.
This is getting very close. Benji and Boo desperately low, but they seem to be cleaning up just in time with Caron left alone.
Yeah, they're definitely still nervous. Smoke thrown out with a trip just to make sure that
already pretty successful.
Anybody towards the spawn.
He should wait it out and go for a kill.
We'll have their position given away. The cam as well. Like, it's much safer positions from these remaining attack side players not wanting to lose their life.
Wait, you got a sheriff.
Karen has at least been able to find
one shot.
a pistol. Benji only
he whiffed every it was a one-shot kill. Oh my god, rare whiff from Karen.
At least going to make sure that the round is done, but it comes down to damage. How many players can he remove? That's one at least, so it will only be the 2 surviving, but Benji hadn't even retrieved a weapon anyway.
You got it.
Yeah, at least the 2 rifles brought over, which considering how it started, the pick from Texture, the damage, what could have been a 2K for Foxy9. If that was a ghost, it very well might have been. This is...
Back.
Sure, it could have been better, but it also could have been a round loss from what we've seen, and this is the danger. Even when they're unarmed, the claws can come out for Genji. Very nearly embedded in the backs of Heretics.
I will say their camera replays of the players are better.
And a decent investment out of their side. They've got an extra rifle.
They show the players' reactions
a Marshall to work around as well.
More and better.
Munchkin, it's a nasty thing to contend with. That judge over on short. Woot's going quick. And he got revealed. He was in a little bit of danger.
Yeah, there was a tech issue, so we started an hour late.
But it's a good challenge early on, taking that map control out of Genji's hands.
Then VCT. This is just too zoomed. I don't like the zooms, but I like the replays. Because sometimes VCT doesn't show the players at all.
But still
It
with
feels
some
like.
Mini Boo on the Marshall. Anybody who's watched him play even for a moment knows that those headshots are still as likely as with any other gun. But yeah, the judge
Texture.
on short is a matchup where
140
you don't expect
Phantom.
to see a swing. Instead, though, I believe
Trade your gun out, Woo,
Woot
to Rians?
So
I would give his gun to Rians, right?
Juggled into a teammate's hands, or
Yeah.
if they believe he can still have some
I
of the
think he
performances
should
we've
for
seen over the
sure,
last
but
2 matches, even while on just 10 HP.
Mini Boo with the Marshall. I think he might even be more successful than Scream with a Guardian. But for now, he won't have any combat. They have to challenge it towards short. That's their play, but it's right past the judge. Right past
What a
Munchkin, and
trade.
a great trade from Woot. The
So
paranoia dodge
fast.
to start with as well. Now the pressure put through as a paranoia of their own clears deep towards Wine. Heretics, they've got a foothold. Time. They still have to get into this site, still have to get past
What a trade
Talon,
again.
And he might pepper up
Texture
a few,
has to
but
peak.
These trades great for Heretics.
Mini Boo's
Spike
locked
is already
in.
on the site to
Headshot as
swing out
well.
from Texture,
Wow.
leaves him on the floor. And Ash and
This is
Foxy9
bonus.
will have a retake up against numbers.
Heretics are starting to look like heretics again.
Advantage found, and
Why is that smoke so far out?
just 2 standing. They need to get into this one fairly quickly. Shot darts even been put through, and Rian's
Oh,
just waiting within the
interesting.
smoke. He found one of those retrieved rifles. He had himself a pistol to start.
You
and
don't
will
see
be
it like
one of the
that.
players
Like
to
they do it on
close out
their
the
side so
round.
they can sit in it.
It's an important one for the side of Heretics, and of course,
think
something
that's
to
pretty
sort
nice.
of mention about this series as a whole is just taking a look at the maps. Normally, you see
It's harder
Genji
to walk
pick it
into
the
that
map
as a
of Haven,
defender.
and you go, okay, they're going to beat anybody
Ah,
on that
maybe.
map. But they're currently going into a squad that
Probably, if they're in
has
there at
been
least.
dominant, at least regionally. You go back
Is
to
that the
EMEA,
Gen
and there was
G? Was
nobody
that
who could
someone
beat
with
this
Gen G?
Heretic side on that Haven map. So with a 3-0 start already, a solid position, a foothold to begin with. If Ascent ends up being even remotely dominant, it could be a dangerous position for Genji to be in.
We've seen Fnatic
We're
CEO,
certainly not
Sentinels.
too
I wonder
worried,
who
though,
else is there.
Considering how that second round went, you've seen the promise there. Relying on Texture, finding the cross into market. I think Genji,
Look at
a
this
little bit
angle,
too
holy
much leverage
fuck.
put towards that B site. The
5
previous,
sheriffs.
the fact that Munchkin's only able for 1, which I don't discredit him for. I more credit Woot for being so quick on the trade. That's what put too much pressure on that A
Well, on
side.
10 HP.
Yeah, as well, up against the judge. It's a bold game.
Oh.
Milliseconds from disaster. Oh my goodness.
Some whiffing.
Mini Boo's had a mare of that opening battle.
Texture?
He's tagged up heavy. They found Texture in mid though. The element of surprise gone.
Oh.
They'll deal with him as
Caught.
well.
I think
Now
Woot
they've
on Jet
cut
is
this
pretty scary.
defense into, looks like the B site will be what ultimately gets challenged. Ash good for 1. Foxy9 surviving
Rians.
after being spotted towards main, but now he's
3v4.
being pressured, forced back to the B site.
30
Time
seconds
starting
left.
Uh-oh.
to tick, and
Oh,
it's
no.
all on Foxy9.
Oh.
Job done. A nice couple of shots will make this one interesting. Mini Boo low on HP.
Wow.
Well, that was a third
was
missed
scary.
shot, but the fourth gets the job done.
Wait, did Munchkin have armor or was that a
He'll be able
missed
to get in and
shot?
get the plant.
Spike
But for
planted.
Caron,
It's winnable.
he's got an opportunity here.
Very hard still.
Mini Boo got hit again.
He has a smoke.
There's a real world where this is a
TP.
1v1. I think the wall might have saved him that extra 5
Oh.
HP, and then he survives to take the final kill. 4-0 start, and again, another one of these rounds.
Are they gonna
even
pause
with all
4-0?
of
We see
these
4-0 pause
weaknesses,
pretty often.
Genji make it look so good. That second round really could have been theirs, and you can see it again here. Sure, it's a 4-0 start. It's a great bit of momentum for Heretics,
30
but a
seconds
good
left.
sign that they're not finding these victories without a real battle. That second shot from Foxy9 was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scary
No
side
pause,
from
we
Gen
play.
G is,
Off
as you
out on
mentioned,
Texture.
They're not able to get these rounds over the line. The
Attack
odds
on
have
Ascent
really
has been,
started to build up over on the
looking
Heretics
good.
side, coming into what will be the first purchase with an operator.
Oh, fast A main
Also
control.
that they struggled
Texture scans. Uh-oh.
when they played this map.
Wow, what a
Stout
shot.
versus Fnatic when it came to
Oh,
their
he almost
attack
had
side.
Karen.
Texture though is off with a bang. That's Woot down. Probably the
Wait,
most
there's 2 guys
dangerous
walking
man
mid
of
at the
this
same
attack
time?
while playing that Jet.
Oh, Texture's here.
Already has the information of another, and he wants that fight. The
Good
flash
flash.
should force him back, but he doesn't
It's a
panic.
scary peek, I'm not gonna
He's still
lie.
sticking around this
It's a
area.
dangerous peek. It's a dangerous peek. He doesn't know Cypher's in the corner.
Curious about
Oh god,
another
Benji's
player
looking,
around
Benji's
Pizza.
looking.
But for now, Heretics are freezing. A minute 5.
Does the guy logs as well? Does he expect logs?
Pressure.
He probably
Joe
doesn't
goes
expect
through
logs.
towards
I think
the
Yoru's
A
gonna
side.
walk out
You
and
start to
die.
think, well, maybe they've left already, but Texture gets confirmation.
He's looking
Still
logs,
players
wow.
around. Cage gonna fall. Rian's in danger. That's the spike.
Oh,
and
nice
now it's
shot.
on the floor. Munchkin catches them pushing through Market, and now they have to go back.
Texture's
towards
activated.
that spike, right in
Going back to
the
A.
Texture sight lines, and if he swings there, he's got a pick, but he's just a second too late.
Blue is coming
That's
cat as
another
well.
opportunity for Heretics,
Interesting.
but a 2v5. Wherever
It's
they go,
winnable,
they're on
but
the
it's so
back foot.
hard.
Yeah, Ash
Let's
holding
see
the
if Ash
angle
gets
already.
this.
A second player looking to move into position as well in the form of
Oh my
Karami. Now
god.
they have everything
Paranoia's
they
big.
need to set up for this defense with 2 players
Oh.
remaining. You have to feel like this round is
Quite difficult.
almost already over. For the side of Heretics, they need to win some fights and fast, and already Ash
Flawless
has put
stop.
another on the ground.
Okay.
It will be a flawless round for Gen G to get into the map.
Oh, Woot's been doing a great job of punishing
President of Gen
Texture
G
in so
Academy.
many of
I was
these
gonna say, is that
rounds,
the
but you
CEO,
see
but
here
I
what
wasn't
happens
sure.
With the shoes on the other foot.
There you have it. They just said it right there. I didn't see his name, but
Give a damn. Takes that as an opportunity and then ends up sticking around. The patient play. He was there for a good 40 seconds.
He's
and
not
ends up finding
CEO?
himself the spike,
Oh.
completely changing
President of Gen G Academy.
of this play from Heretics, meaning the player pushing out of
different, I
market
guess?
is on
I
his
don't
own,
know.
while the others think, oh, well, we got to go back.
He's there again.
It's the confidence from Texture paying off. He's stuck around after the flash.
Oh,
Repeat.
he's a danger to them, but maybe a danger to himself.
Who cares,
Always taking
LMAO?
that risk, that
I think it's
extra
cool
inch,
to see
that
the
extra
owner of the
fight,
team
and he's
at the
looking to go
crowd
back for
watching
a
their
little
team
bit more.
play.
Boot is the man on the
Wow.
outside, but
Insane
Texture
shot.
just doesn't miss those. You're always
Benji.
gonna have faith in Woot, but the man who's in there
How's
is the
that
best
kill? Through the
operator player
cage?
in the world right now.
I know.
Has just taken 2 names already. The second that gun came in, it's already changed things. Space being taken. Miniboo
shit.
considering a fight forward, but now with the Hunter's
Who has
Fury in
Paranoia?
play, that spike's going to be denied for now. It hasn't connected onto any targets at least, but with the man advantage already in tow, this round still looks good for Gen G.
He popped
Wow,
knives,
it's
damn.
completely changed momentum
It's
for Gen
winnable
G
for
since
Heretics,
that
very
ult
hard,
came
though.
out. And now Texture with another weapon. A few
Good
in fact,
paranoia.
5 knives dancing around him. They're forced back. So much utility still
stall.
for Heretics. The paranoia.
Who has no smoke?
The Yoru flash, it buys them that extra bit of time.
Here we
but they
go.
still have the disadvantage.
Wow,
In
good
goes the
paranoia.
Mindstorm, and
Saw him.
Texture's got another. He keeps going.
Oof,
with a
oof,
slab
Texture's heating up.
of
That's exciting.
4-piece and a round for Gen
That's
G.
exciting.
This guy single-handedly putting up the numbers.
We'll be
Mr.
talking
4K.
about the 4K King. It always seems to be the case that he is ever so close to getting that ace, but the fact is, when he's having rounds like this, nobody on the Gen G side, including himself, is
Damn,
gonna
it's a
care.
good match.
So
Fuck.
clean with it, can take those risks, take those gambles, and if he sees you for even a millisecond, you best believe you're hitting the ground.
One enemy remaining.
Well, for the side of Heretics, they managed to get themselves a purchase into the last round, but even the rounds they were winning, as we saw mentioned,
Crow used to be
was so
Mr.
ready. Players from short, they knew
Back on those clean rounds. That identity before this goes too far.
Yeah, I think the options you have is you got to try and either avoid Texture completely or somehow try to shut him down, which neither of those are particularly easy. They're going for a pacey hit. They do just about have a buy on the board. It is a Guardian for Benji, but
They have A Cypher free.
pace of this take already puts it in a retake, but Gen G are okay with that. That's important though.
Big
They're removing
trades.
these players from short. They knew they
What the
wanted
fuck
to try
just
and get the
happened, bro?
lockdown in, but it doesn't matter when there's
Oh.
nobody left to fight. Boo, last man standing, looking for a place to escape, and it's
Oh,
the operator
nice
from Foxy
try.
9 that will put him in the dirt. The idea, not a bad one for Heretics. Wanting to
Heretics
try and
got
catch
so
them as they play
aggressive in the
retake
post
with
plant.
that lockdown.
Wow.
But unfortunately,
Yeah,
it seems like Gen
it was
G
a good
were
idea.
more than ready.
What was the rotations towards Tree? They were there so
It was a good
quickly.
idea,
You
but
see this fight, Woot gets one, goes
Gen
back
G
in for
fought
more, and the
Tree
players
so
in the
well.
smokes make the right play.
Oh, wow.
They try to accelerate into that battle,
Miniboo was
thinking that
late.
it wouldn't be as reinforced as it was, but the op had already rotated in. You had 2 more players after the first man lost, and so that just turns out to be a very favorable fight for Gen G, catching Miniboo coming up through the heaven smoke as well. There were a lot of sneaky plays for
4-3.
Heretics there
Half buy
to
for
try to put the
Heretics.
pressure on. But Genji,
That was
it was
off a
almost like
pause.
they could see the mini-map. They had the perfect read on exactly what they were about to face.
This is now where the true damage to the Heretics economy has been done. It's Woot with the Blade Storm. And then a mixed bag
Oh shit.
on the purchase. They've had to head down to the jumble
What was
cell for
that?
this one.
Oh, for Euro TP? I don't know.
See if he
Wait,
can
look
get
where
anything
look where
on off
Miniboo's
now.
going.
Blade's gone, at least for the moment.
Oh my god, that was kind of a cool
Minibu just
play.
TP'd
But it didn't
towards
work.
a heaven.
I respect
Two
it.
players, Foxy
You
Knight
guys
and
saw
Ash
he
just
tried
got given
to
a freebie.
jump the angle.
In comes Woot with the Blade Storm. Player on his right. He has no idea. Munchkin good for one. Paranoia was wonderful.
Genji have
Karen,
awoken.
he even gets a double
Genji
to
have
close out
awoken.
that round. This is the problem. We talked about it. Genji, they had the identity. They had the consistency to fall back on. And even with that pause, Heretics haven't been able to put a foot right.
Yeah, this
If
was a
Heretics
round where
replace
you could
Minibu, they'll be the
kind of
best team in the world.
understand
Disagree.
the
Minibu's fucking
scoring
insane,
sort
bro.
of display, the risks taken from Minibu.
Minibu is a really good player. He's just, I know, I think he's been hot and cold,
a little
but
bit of damage, but that's not really going to do much.
I think
to
his
the
skill is
ever-growing
1000% there.
Genji economy. Stumble now. This is where they have a buyback on the board.
It's just they're struggling as
that's
a
the thing.
team.
You talk about the sort of A-side retake they had with two ults.
I don't know. I think
in
he's
tow.
really good,
They haven't
honestly.
needed to use either of those ults, so that is still.
I think it would be a
available.
mistake to
He's
replace
in a
him.
surprise spot, and even though it was being watched,
Down A.
he's still going to get the opener. His teammate lost though, and under pressure, I think he's just going to have to escape.
Well, he does make it out. Minibu 22
I don't think they need a
HP.
change either, yeah.
There's a real world where that risky play gives Genji the advantage it has in terms of HP. It nearly did. In terms of
They're heating up
numbers.
this event, though.
The
They're
drone
heating up.
Sent through on A. That's going to make it deep enough. Fast
This
clears
is a
this
good
corner.
test.
Yep, Woot knew he was about to be spotted. and in
Oh,
goes the
finally
ult.
he got him back.
Out it goes as well. Great pickup from Woot. Man advantage is now theirs. But they didn't see anyone else. They assume those players have gone back.
Ooh,
Fighting for
scary.
the mid control as has now been spotted. Maybe even
I wonder
teeing
if
up
Ash
for that
pushes
B play,
after?
having seen numbers. So Ash
Or does
takes
he
this
hold?
aggressive angle.
He's walking
As
into
they
them.
rotate back in.
Woot.
If he swings in here, it's into a firing
Woot's ready,
squad.
bro. Look
and
at
that's
that.
another pick for Woot. So much value brought in these early fights.
Omen is here. What does he have?
Smoke dropped.
Oh, look where he's playing.
Aaron is worried about being pincered from the other side, but all the targets lay in front of him. A
Oof.
chance for him to do so much damage. And well,
Nice try.
damage was done, but not the picks.
What a trade.
A singular.
Foxy 9 1v3. He has KJ ults. Oh, he's gonna be
Foxy
tripped.
remains hoping to try and get in on the flank, but there's a trip waiting.
I think it's a save now, right?
Now,
No,
in
they
terms
have
of
good
credits,
money. They have really
They
good
can
money.
definitely risk this
He could.
with two players within a couple of bullets. Boo, the only
I
healthy
don't
member.
know, though. Is it
There is a
worth going
chance
for
for him here.
this?
Now they know where he's coming from, though. They'll be lined up
Holy
together. The
shit,
swing
I guess it
has
is.
3. Off first contact. At least lands the first shot, but that is all there
What's up,
is to
Bang?
be said.
Morning.
And this, for Heretics, a much better round. You look at Woot's patience in waiting for those fights. But I think, again, the key thing that has been sort of the theme going throughout so many of these rounds is the battle between Woot and Texture. It's that missed shot that gives Woot the opportunity. And then he waits for the re-aggression, punishes it, and
Big
this
from
round is
Woot.
blown wide open. But it's not always going to be so easy to take down Texture.
Yeah, I think it was
5-4.
just more the fact that they didn't still expect somebody to be in that
Op
corner.
is out.
So Texture
Mid.
is ready for someone running from the left. Go on walkabouts though.
Oh,
Utility being expended. He is in
what
no
the
man's land.
fuck?
Whoa. He's
What
been
a fucking
completely
mid
caught out.
control. Oh my
Heretics
god.
challenge that
What an
control and
insane
win it
mid
out
control.
almost easily. Woot has just hit another level of individual brilliance. It was talked
This is a
about
fun match. It's been good.
back
But
at
what an
that
insane
Masters
mid control.
versus Genji. When he took over that duelist role, I think many people
They
didn't want him
expected them
ever
to be
go
aggro
back.
mid.
He mentioned about how he prefers the initiator, but in recent months, he's joined Minibu on that duelist and just looked truly terrifying. And while speaking
Is
of
it clear,
Minibu,
right?
he's hoping to try and take these guns away.
Don't say that,
And that's
dude.
2 in a
Nah,
row
that
now
guy
for
should be
Heretics
like.
that have looked
That
solid.
guy should be removed from the arena.
May not have been right off the back of the pause, but they got there in the end. Genji under the pressure.
Remaining.
Their economy now in the same boat. Decoy running.
I think that's
Got
so
one through the
cringe.
box. Tag Munchkin up a little bit, dodges the initial flash, and in for the kill. He's now cornered, and Munchkin will take him down. But
There he
all
is.
they wanted.
What did he
was
say?
that
He said
weapon
behind you.
Not carried through, and they get there in the end. Solid stuff. Now you look to Texture, 2 rounds in a row. The last, I think even with the drone, they knew he was there on the right, but the backup was what he was expecting to catch. This time again, looking for that.
They can't hear him. You never know.
And just being
I mean, yeah, they
shouldn't
shouldn't be able to hear him, but still, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
The ability to sort of isolate those fights using the cages. It's not something you're going to see too regularly as just a straight up mid take with cages, but I think they knew
such a normal thing in
okay,
CS crowds. That's not true.
Make some sort of play here.
Someone that's yelling out positions will 100% be removed in a CS crowd. I'm pretty sure it's happened. The only thing that you're not going to get removed for is if you're going like ooh as you're flanking, but that's different.
4 players spotted. And while for Miniboo, he can't really afford
Ash?
to risk that. Ash has just spammed 2 through smoke. That is a little bit of luck, but it has gone a long, long way.
Is that a collateral? It must have been.
How's that different? I'm just not having the conversation, man.
Yeah.
Can't use that.
The head not cushioning the blow as much as you would hope it would. Shock dart, insult to injury for Boo. And what an opening. You know, we talk about Texture, giving them those advantages, taking those early fights, and we saw the attempt in the previous with the mid push. But this time, it's, like you said, a little bit of luck with Ash on the double spam. They knew there were players there, and he took his moment to roll the dice. Landed on exactly what they need. Even with that advantage, willing to play that retake on the A site. Look at all the utility that's there. That will get info. It will slow them. But it's all because of that lockdown for Foxy 9.
Yeah, they've had it for a while. Not really been in a position to utilize it.
30 seconds left.
But they've been very good at playing those retakes once they've got into them. The question is, will it be necessary? Texture's missed shot makes it a little bit more likely, but you could see the temptation to potentially try and play through. Rians, he's going to have to hit
Oh,
these
he went
shots
early. He went too early, though.
Solid, but
Went too early.
the trade was even better. Now for the remaining 2, there really isn't anywhere to go. They're going to try and fight forward. Miniboo can get out into the corner, but Boo needs to make a decision, and that decision was not made. Eventually, they'll kill him off, I guess buying a little bit of extra time, but it's left all onto the youngster. Miniboo trying to spam through, and he's just not landing
Nice
the
try.
shots. Eventually,
What is Boo doing? I mean,
Foxy9
it's
will
fucked.
clear him out, but it looked like a bit of indecisiveness from the leader of Heretics. And while the retake ended up working out wonderfully.
I think Rians went too early.
Mechanical failure there at the end.
Jim Baldy, thank you for the 5 gifted, by the way. I didn't see that.
It blends into one in his head.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. And I love the idea, though. You can see on the one side, Heretics go, okay, they've got lockdown, they're not on site, they're playing for that retake. So let's get aggressive, leave Rians in the corner, put a paranoia through, pressure immediately. Even if there's 2 there, they'll be blinded and we can break the lockdown. Problem is Texture's there too, already up towards the window.
Sobel.
Genji read that play, they knew that they were going to be punished, and there's the early aggression. He missed a lot of shots.
Wow, he
in
got
that
out.
previous round, and even still,
Did he hear him,
it wasn't enough
Cat?
for Heretics to take
Tails
it
in the
across
smoke.
line. The opening pick for Texture,
my
but
God.
the punish immediately
Oh
there
my God, he
on
has no
Heretics'
idea.
side.
Jet just walked
It's
by
Caron
him.
left,
Wait,
not quite
Omen
alone.
realized now.
Munchkin's made it in here, and will be at
Oh
least
my
able to
God,
add
it
an
still
extra
worked
weapon to
out.
the fight,
Wow.
but not adding anything to the kill feed in favor of Gen G. Heretics looking set for 7.
Well, it's a 1v4 for Foxy9. He's had a great tournament. As said, he was in the top 5 for ACS, but this would have to be
I mean, both teams feel
one
attack-sided
of the
comps,
plays of
right?
the tournament. I was going to say but then I remember what Sugetsu did.
These
the
guys
other
have
day.
double duelist. These guys have double initiator.
Well, realistically, they shouldn't give him anything.
But I would say double
So
duelist
many
is more
angles to
attack
clear. Wu even
than
up
double
top, like the second contact
initiator.
is made. This player is dead to rights. It is a half-time victory for the side of Heretics. but
Double
a
initiator is
back-and-forth
probably a little
match
better
so
on
far.
retake.
Switching sides.
It's close, separated by 2 rounds.
Expect the attack.
Wait for that retake.
Is going to have a lot to do.
Wow.
Well, he's at
Well
least found
done,
the first,
dude.
and he's
He got
scot
out.
free.
Well done by
It's going to be
Wu.
enough for Heretics to sit back and wait for that retake. A little bit of flair added in with the spams on the Sheriffs. The reveal that gave them a bit of info, but not much comes of it.
I know it was a solid dart, as always, from Rians. Well, that spike plant will be going in. A little bit of chip damage done as they look to enter the site.
Knife up, no abilities. It's all down to the aim duels, and Miniboo's winning the first. The herd thinning out, and it's all onto Karen. They know exactly where he is. This would be an ace in the 1v3, and he'll at least get the first, but the clip runs dry. A pistol for Team Heretics, and Gen.G, their trail just lengthened a bit. 8-5.
I think the unlucky thing for them there is that the paranoia either went through just before, or Boo was the one player far enough away that the knife didn't catch him. So even though the rest of the players had no abilities, that one paranoia comes throwing back into the site, and that leaves, I think, half of the players close to the spike just completely blinded. That alongside the fact that they already had the man advantage, just that little bit easier to isolate these remaining
Karen went crazy, but
that was a nice
it was
chance
tough.
for Karen to try and do some damage.
All right, it's a big
It's
pistol.
going to be the pistol going the other way.
It's a very solid buy from Heretics.
Point suppressed.
A mixed bag, quite literally.
What?
Not the weakest weapon of all. Finds the opening straight through the wall. Boxy 9 down, flank protection gone. For that mid push now, they have to be worried. It's unlikely in most people's minds. And you're up against that.
I don't think this map's over.
On the other side, going swinging through mid with your weapons is a bit
We
too
gotta
much
see
of
the
a
first
risk
gun round
for
at
most.
least.
Leave Charon to A. Leave Munchkin in mid.
Still winnable for
But all
both.
of their opportunities would come off the back of over-aggression, and we can see that is not happening. Heretics, they really want to get out of this one scot-free.
Yeah, it was a lot of damage last time out, and I think that was enough for them to just make the realization that there's not really
Reigns is the most underrated Valorant player ever. I think
Overaggress.
he's always on point, always playing the same level. I don't think he's
Just
underrated. I
like
think people
yourself,
think
a
Reigns
big
is really
fan of
good.
got the classic.
I don't think anyone
No, I noticed.
in the
Okay.
server is
About to be
underrated.
judged up close.
30 seconds left.
An easy pick for Wood, and look at
That's
how
not
quick
true.
Revenge just
Maybe not
backs
anyone.
off.
Revenge for Munchkin doing in the previous half. I've never seen a judge dash play, and I never want to see it again. I'll be honest with you, Boo. I didn't enjoy that.
I was gonna say I feel like Boo might be
Texture,
underrated.
Great op shot like that earlier
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
but
It's not quite the same skill level, I feel.
But I feel like
This
he
is
gets
one of the
more
most
shit than he
fun things about this
deserves.
Heretics roster is if you
But
get the majority of their players
I feel like
online,
everyone on the server is regarded pretty
they
highly.
are one of the, if not the most terrifying team in the world. Like someone like Rienz, he's more consistent than the majority. Seems to be on more often than he's not. But right now it seems like Woot's playing to that high level that we kind of come to expect of him. Miniboo's playing well as well.
Okay, 9-5. Let's see. Bonus
That's
round.
a very scary
Bonus round.
idea
Heretics. Judge.
for the side of Gen.G. Well, an aggressive judge
Got the
sheriff
turret.
push.
Decent value.
With nothing
With the
spotted,
judge
Woot
set
could be
up,
left
it's actually
behind,
pretty
but
nice.
it's still, as
Now they're
bonuses go,
stacking towards
very
A.
weak. Like you got a few SMGs.
I like the
You
idea.
have the sniper and the guardian, and then a judge.
Gen.G coming to re-clear
With
B
that
main.
early aggression being spotted, Gen.G's
You imagine they
logical
drone
decision
this?
is, okay, they've aggressed and they've fallen back. Well, for the
You
most
imagine
part, they're
they
right.
drone this,
For the
yes.
one man standing might be the scariest
Woot
of
breaks
the lot.
drone and dashes away.
can't quite hide.
Okay, he goes to the next
Necessary here,
angle.
He would have been overrun. They only saw the sheriff. They don't quite know.
He's trying to
about
bait
the
them into him.
Bigger gun in his hands, but luckily they won't go running in to find out.
Damn.
Gen.G
I like how he played that.
Pressuring B, trying to drag those rotations. The alarm bell put down does give an inkling to Team Heretics.
Okay, they're going A.
That's not where they're heading towards. Late play to A, very
Here
much
we go.
expected by the defenders.
There's 3 here.
Yeah, they did at least pull the rotation of Miniboo. That sniper is gone. There's only going to be the one really dangerous
Traded.
weapon, although they've still managed to do some work with the Stinger. 25 seconds left on the clock, but Rienz really is the only
Big
man
kill.
actually within the site. Sometimes
Benji
that
traded
can be enough.
2v2.
Benji Fishy
Miniboo's
has managed to
here.
trade his
Wow.
life. Then comes in the sniper as well. And now Munchkin with time.
Oh my god.
against him at the
8
same.
seconds.
He has to
Oh,
try
wait.
and do
Woot
something if he's
through.
managed to find Woot.
I think
7
Woot through.
seconds. Miniboo is being baited into the swing, already making it to the site, knows where his opponent is, but the weaponry not really in his favor.
Oh.
The shot anyway. It will
Fuck, that's a big clutch. That's bonus.
I said it was
Fuck, that's a
weak,
big
but
clutch.
even still, Heretics make it work.
And this is a much
Oh,
different
Munchkin
start
is not
than what we
happy.
saw in that
Munchkin's not
first
happy.
half. The timeline might
Munchkin's
look
not
the
happy
same,
with the
but
team.
Heretics,
Someone fucked
now
up.
they seem to have a bit of a
I wonder what he's
chokehold
talking
on it.
about right now.
A
If I was to
solid
guess,
performance in
the
this round.
scaling?
Benji grabbing 2
Maybe the
with
scaling?
stinger. The double tap needed by Mini Boo and
or
Val.
maybe like not holding
Was
for
this
the
a
heaven
no-scope?
peak.
Unbelievable! And it was the damage done by the judge that made that possible. That player was 150. That shot wouldn't have been enough, but Woot gave his life for that opportunity.
Damn.
And his
Genji
teammate
pause.
doesn't. Oh, that's a. Higher movement speed than the off. Ending ahead. Certainly a higher fire rate with that double barrel. Oh, that's a risky play. The idea just to get the trade. Yeah, it's actually put them in a pretty good spot. Ash had to hit that shot, and with that landed,
Sorry, I didn't see
at least
it.
a weapon to be recovered
Okay.
for him. A
Well,
Phantom
Boo's-
now in his
Boo's
hands.
out.
The problem is, again,
Omen
Heretics
for
are
Omen.
so good at reading these
Guardian
early
Phantom.
plays from Gen G. Think of the B main push
They have
that
an
they
up-down
went
on
for.
B.
They didn't get a pick there, but they took a lot of space. Went back to A, 3 players waiting. Now they get a pick on A.
Who's my pick to win
trade-off where
EWC?
2 players
Fnatic.
spotted. And Heretics sit again with 3 players towards this
point.
B side.
It's also mid. It's the fact that you've got this much control. Like, what are the odds that you're going to go directly into the A side with no short control? Like,
But I don't think
very
it's that clean
unlikely.
cut. I
So
think
with
either
Mini
of
Boo
these
being
teams
able
can
to
be
hold mid
Fnatic.
for
Like,
so
I don't think
long,
it's like.
it's given them the information.
Yeah.
The good thing though
I
for
think
Gen
it's.
G
I
is
think
the
it's up in the
defense is
air. I mean,
very
I guess it
split at
always
the
is,
moment.
but.
A 2 for 2, and with a rifle in hand,
Wow,
there is a
they
chance.
fucking
In
took that
fact,
setup down.
The swings, the trades are sublime.
30 seconds
They're going to get those upgrades.
I think it'll come down to the day of, right?
Munchkin is on his last leg, so there's definitely an opportunity.
Ask
here.
me when
They're
we're
up
there.
against
Ask me
that
tomorrow.
deadly duo,
Because
Mini
today
Boo
will be a
and
good
Woot.
indicator of how
Really
these
smart
teams
play
look.
by Foxy9 to break the reveal that was coming through from the drone. They thought that they could double up and take down
This
that
is an
lurker.
eco
Instead,
for
it's the whole
Gen
body
G
of
potential.
Gen G that go through. Main was the
Ash.
problem in this round, and it may
When's
still
he gonna
be with
peek?
Ash
Wow.
sitting in here. A solid shot.
Wow.
He was about to drop.
What a
I'm not
shot.
sure about
3K
that,
from Ash.
but his teammate comes in
That's
to
a
save
big
the
steal.
day.
That's a big
Nice
steal.
round from Gen G.
Big
I
steal.
think, like, obviously the opening pick, it's a little bit of a gamble.
How has he got that?
Ash very nearly missed his window of opportunity, but it's this setup where they think that
The
they're about
Guardian,
to find
brother.
a Killjoy
This is a nice
walking up
flick.
on her own, and instead they find a firing squad swinging right into them.
Yeah, solid round from Ash individually. You mentioned it, he needed to hit the trade once
Smiles
he
from
does.
the president.
The rifle ends up going to a teammate, but he sticks it out with the Guardian. And that's an early breakback that they desperately needed. Of course, for the side of Heretics, they're still going to have a purchase here. And
Here.
with both duelists currently within the smoke in mid, are they about to try and get a little bit more cheeky than maybe you'd ever expect? Instead, though, it looks like at least for Benji's having to play with a lot of his utility away from himself. There's a singular trip that currently sits in towards B main. Other than that, he's going to be alone. Other than maybe the TP that can get into the backside for
No
Mini Boo.
TP,
I
KO.
think at the moment he doesn't have the util to use.
Yeah. Suppressed for now. But the old constantly topping it up. His only chance to swing through that smoke.
Mini Boo
Benji
walked through
fishing.
and died?
Was being
Oh,
wrapped
wow.
on, and, well,
This
he'll
KO
just be
ult is
straight
so
pushed through
strong
that
here.
smoke. Boo grabs one.
This
But the
KO ult
numbers
was
still
so
favor
strong.
Gen G, the spike going down. Time about
Oh
to be
my
on their side.
God.
Wide protection, but texture down. Woot again. Winning
KJ's
that
in main.
battle. He's been good whenever he comes up against Texture, even with the op in his
Oh, what a
man,
spam.
That's a wild spray. There was no info.
Oh
Just
my God.
timing, just game sense. And a second kill for Munchkin. Perhaps soon to be a third. Look how low.
Oh
Boo
my
is.
God.
It's Karan
Wow.
with a shorty in hand to put him
Wow.
to bed. Gen G climbing back into this map.
Yeah, that was a couple of really important rounds for them there. The spam seemed to be everything with the initial move from
I
Woot.
feel like
managing
Mini
to get them
Boo.
back into the round.
Oh, he got spammed. He didn't even run through.
Thing.
Two of them got
Getting rid of
spammed. I thought he ran
that
through.
additional
Damn.
utility made things so difficult for the players at the back
That's
of the
tough,
site.
man.
Well, you know that when they have that utility advantage, that's something that Gen G really thrive upon. 3 rounds the difference. A buy that
They're
is
making it work.
weak in
10-7.
weaponry, but very strong in ultimates
Knives on Moot.
for the side of Heretics. And that's something that Gen.G
They
are
have
going
full
to be
aim in
desperately
control.
aware of.
Nielzinho and Weber, coaches
And they're
of Team
going B.
Heretics, clearly not seeing anything they need to work on. This is the round where typically you'll see.
Oh, he might have
Claws
stopped the hit.
going into the
He might have
pistols,
stopped the
revive
hit with
round
that smoke,
next, uses
unfortunately.
info gathering, but they're hearing the right things.
Would you argue
in the
not to
team
smoke
chat.
that? That's tough though.
There were problems that
'Cause they
spotted,
actually
but
went back
clearly
'cause
the
of it.
players saw them too. The Blade Storm gives them an opportunity. The stack up on B, unfortunately, as we can see, might not be given the opportunity.
Oh, now they
to,
know they have the A info. They're
really
gonna
get
speed up
anything
cap
from
probably.
this. The rotation from Gen.G is coming in, and they're hitting the A site where Boo currently stands completely isolated.
Double
A few
trips.
trips to help him out.
The rotate might be
How
here
much
in
can they
time. I
really
wonder if
do?
Rian's ults.
It's all about slowing them down.
Rian's is gonna ult.
Already,
Serious.
that could be one. In fact, it will be. Hunter's Fury also being used off the
He tagged
back of
two,
the
he tagged
contact.
two.
I mentioned it. It's about those
Who got another
ultimates,
one?
2 tags. Boo's found another. Leading
Wood
by
is here with
example.
knives.
And with Woot now in position and only 30
They have to
seconds
commit, I
left,
guess,
Gen.G
25?
really need to get a move on. Another ult thrown in. Dimensional Drift to give the information over to his teammate. Try and help out Woot in this fight. And that's
Oh my God,
why
heaven.
still not going down just yet.
Boo,
15
another one.
seconds on the clock for Gen.G. They need to get it into position, and hearing those steps
Oh!
is just putting the doubt in, but
He
the
has time.
knives are all missed. It's left onto one. Caron fighting desperately.
Oh my
He's
God, he has a
managed to
chance.
At least get the spike
He
into
has a
position.
chance.
Gun with ammo
Oh my
retrieved.
God.
11 bullets in the clip. 2 players. He knows
Oh
exactly
my
where they
God.
are, and he's managed to dance his way around them. They look to swing, and
Holy
it's just about
fuck.
enough for Benji Fishy.
He could have
Caron with an
won.
incredibly nice attempt.
That was scary.
Well,
Eco
with all
from
those
Gen.G
ults
now.
expended, thankfully
Eco
for
from
Heretics,
Gen.G.
they do get the job done.
Dude, that double.
Caron did a great
Wait.
job. Love the reposition.
The double
playing around
Cypher
the back of the
trips when
box.
you have
Just
Sova
one
ult is
shot away,
fucking
but it's
sick.
Boo in this round. He goes to put the paranoia
This
down.
was such
Gets
a
hit
nice
by the
round
knife,
from
but he says, "You know
Heretics."
what? You've shown me right where you are. Hunts Munchkin down, suppresses him with a shot to the face.
Like
And then
taking
it
B
ends
main
up
early,
being a
stacking A,
three-piece.
having double
He
trips
was
for the reaction
isolated.
almost.
He
It
only
felt like
had
they set
2
the whole round
trips.
up.
They got past the
It
first
felt like they
one,
set the whole
but
round up.
Second in position, gave him that opening pick. The follow-up onto Munchkin was ridiculous. Couldn't use his paranoia to stop
on
the
Mini
short
Boo
push,
now.
but they were kept back anyways. And 11-7 as a result. That was not the round
Oh,
we
wow.
expected to see things turn. They didn't even need
They
that
going
pause.
towards B.
And you can see exactly why. The coach has said, hey, let
hello.
him do it. Let him run it down.
Uh-oh,
The
they
shots
should be
from
aware of
the
this. They should be
Phantom
aware
to
of this,
start.
right?
They might not be as worried
They should be
now
aware of this
about a
possibility.
player sitting with
I
an
think Mini Boo might
operator.
get fucked
They
here.
might swing it together thinking they can overwhelm. That
Oh, they droned
Phantom,
it, okay.
Luckily, they send the drone in first.
They're very careful. They know what they're up against. They've been playing against Woot.
He's gonna repeat. Mini Boo.
Even if it is only a rifle.
Oh, it's
And
KJ
we're
ult.
getting themselves to lockdown. That's the thing. All of those ultimates, the high
Oh,
value
Mini
ones
Boo's
at
getting
least,
risky.
were expended.
He's gonna
Mini
TP
Boo's
backside
still
and
gonna
get
try and get a
retains.
little bit cheeky. He's got himself the gate crash. In
Double
the back
kill.
corner, and it's worth it
Double
for 2.
kill.
Okay, sure he goes down, but keeping that advantage with his side mean that
Oh
they don't
my God.
have to overfight here. They can
Ash
just
has
look to
ult,
play with
but he's
that
in B main, he
advantage.
can't use it.
Blade Storm is garnered from that plant.
Benji has
They
ult as
also
well,
have
but he
themselves
can't
a
really use
Hunter's
it
Fury
either.
of their own.
Oh, they're going around B main to
needed
ult the
value
bodies.
there.
Look at them. Double
Gate
flank with
crash was
Cypher.
still gonna get him to
Double
detain
flank
them
with
in
Cypher,
loadout.
other 2 holds.
And no one, as you
They're
saw,
gonna ult
could
the
get in
bodies,
there
but
and
Ash
help
is
him.
here.
He was dead to
Let's
rights.
see if Ash can get a kill.
Finding 2 is massive, and now the info. They swung in early,
One.
though. Ash gets
Trades.
to jump on Woot. Evens up the numbers, and he's got a 1v1 brewing. He knows the Cypher's here.
Benji's a
The
fucking
shot flag
beast.
for
What a
Benji,
fucking
though.
combo.
Now it's the players
What
on
a
his
crazy
side, with
combo.
pressure mounting.
Oh,
The time
timing.
ticking. The
Texture
timing
1v3.
perfect for Rienz. Texture.
Rienz,
his
wow.
moment to shine, but he is snuffed
Match
out
point.
by Rienz. Heretics 12-7.
Holy.
The time just about there for them, and this looked like Gen.G were climbing back. They were on the cusp of bringing us even, one buy round
tough.
away, but even with the pistols, it was put to a stop.
Yeah, that might be what ends up being their downfall. That ultimate round that turned the tide. It was a risk
Double kills, unfortunate.
worth taking. And while Ash fought tooth and nail, this fight ended up being everything. Benji being able to clear
remaining.
that back line, and as you mentioned in the moment, the
Damn.
timing unfortunate, the smoke solid, just to make that a more isolated fight. One round away from taking this opening match, or opening map, I should say.
Out?
Big prize, a A win there, $500,000, but even a
Last
loss,
chance.
making it there guarantees you at least
Scan the jet.
$100,000.
They scanned the jet and walked
A
out.
big prize, a big bounty. But it's not just
But I guess
about
they don't
winning,
expect
it's
them to
about
peak.
not losing again for both of these teams, tied up 1-1.
Ooh, woots.
And now it looks like at least a map lead.
He got
for
some
Heretics,
freebies,
a
but he took
5v3.
advantage.
Gen.G
Foxy
having to
9.
fight their way back into this round, back into this map. The odds certainly not in their favor.
Not for Heretics. Gen.G with a team that stopped them breaking their second place curse in a grand final that went the distance.
Jets posted on
Here,
Cat.
They could stop them in their road at EWC, crush their key in front of their eyes, and
Oh, they're stuck
take
on Cat.
themselves to an all
What's up,
EMEA
man?
Grand Final. And well, this map
GG.
is looking like it's all but done. Woot, the man who's
Heretics
been
map pick
fantastic
13-7.
throughout it, looking for his 20th kill, and the only man standing
We could get
between
an
him and
EU
that
final
is
potentially.
Ash, who sure has his ultimate online, but needs to get 5
How's the
kills and
head-to-head
more.
between Heretics
There's
and
4 more
Fnatic?
that need to tumble.
At least he's got his Hunter's Fury, but unfortunately no chance to really use it. 20 seconds, it's time to go, and right into the waiting
Fnatic
arms
clears?
of Woot. A solid final round and a great display.
So Heretics
from
for,
Heretics here on the
I mean, I'm
first
jumping the gun here,
of
obviously,
a
but
long series.
it would be
Gen.G
redemption for
have
Heretics.
to fight
Map
their
1,
way
that was
back
map
on
1.
Haven.
Haven next.
A reverse sweep in this
Very strong
series.
performance from Heretics.
It will be the one with the pistol. Other than that, it's